I'm just kidding. The sound probably works. But I thought I would just have the fun. All right. So, and Larry Hughes, Sons of Wayne, Paul Bennett, Line Cook Thor, Jamie Thaxton, longest name on YouTube, Ron Shep, Stricken Gould, Josh Newman, Jason Murray, Scuba Steve, Andrew Zach, Anthony Saletti, Ken Leshy Zarish, Ross Reichert, Love for Tink, Stacy Hawkins, Cat Swift, Mike Manning, Michelle Schulte, Horror Beauty FX, you just got here. I just got here. Paul, I said hi to Paul Bennett already. He gets two, I guess. Lindsay and Michael Kyle. Hi from the Kyle girls. Hello, Kyle girls. And Love for the Insane is back. Hello. I wasn't muted. I was just making the funs. And Cat Swift. I don't know if I said you already. Carol Borden. Ella's Fire. And I'm caught up just like that. Okay. Putting a little bit of boost on that so I can read it later in case the wife quits. All right, so let's stay on Ozbot because this is one of those rare times, I have to figure out what I'm going to do because I didn't set anything up to do. I had a very busy day running around, taking care of other stuff. So how's it going, wife?
Good. It's going good. Everybody's saying hello to everybody.
Well, that's wonderful. So, I think first things first, let's gloss this Fishman. Set this up where I think that needs to be. Glossing a Fishman. Wife, would you set us up on tripod and
Did you get a tripod cam working?
tripod cam?
Oh, tripod cam died.
It did because Rue tripped over it.
So did you get it?
Yeah, we fixed it.
Okay.
And are you on Pip? Go to Pip, honey.
Harvey says your hair is getting long.
My hair grows really fast. It's Jones.
Hi, Jonesy.
Hello, buddy.
Hi, buddy. Ray Mitchell says you can't do nothing to do. Test the heat gun with your hand.
Well, there's always stuff to do. I gotta figure out what to do and make sure I'm set up to do that work. So we're probably gonna do some Fishman stuff. Alexa, turn on the air compressor.
Jones is here.
Oh, it's Jones. Hooray. Did you hit the Jonesy button?
I did.
Can they see Jonesy?
Everybody's
That's just...
loving from Jonesy.
Okay. And we'll put this.
Stacy, I'm hugging Jones for you.
Tell you what, if you go to phone cam, they'll be able to see Jones. There's Jones. Great shot of my lovely wife. For a moment there, Jones's butthole. You all are welcome. I don't have cards for all the pets yet, but I will eventually. Wife, can you go back to Pip?
Yep.
Yeah.
The King says, Alan, did you see the bear video?
I did. Your bear looks pretty great. I am looking for my gross coffee cup. Oh. Hello, Joan. Hi, buddy. Hi. Yes.
Okay.
Jones will not leave me alone. So what I'm trying to find right now, I'm trying to find my loss spread.
King says, thanks, doing my best. Does look as good as yours, but it's okay. Look.
Well, when I make something, I may make it in 30 minutes, but in front of that 30 minutes is 30 years of doing similar stuff. So don't ever feel like what you do should be the same as what I do. It's honestly, it's a lot of those quirks that make it unique, or that's what's going to make yours stand apart or be different. And different doesn't mean it's not as good. Okay, wife, Osbottoms.
Okay. Billy G says hello.
Hello.
Big Dog Mask says hello.
Hello. Hey, big dog. Did you say Philly cheese?
Billy G.
Philly G. You said that, I immediately wanted a Philly cheesesteak.
Choco C says, nice job on the mask.
Thank
Andrew
you.
Zach, Alan, working in a haunt, have you ever made what they call wet specimens?
Do you mean pickled punks? Things in jars? Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh my gosh, he's in a... Oh my god.
Jones just dove between my legs and tripped me, just so you guys know. Wants me to eat it. Kitty is cray cray.
You're in such a mood tonight. What's up with you? Someone come get this cat.
Okay.
He comes. He's coming for you.
El gato es loco.
He's coming for you. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
No. No. You want love? Love.
Billy G says, I want my Jonesy tea. This cat is nuts
We
tonight.
can work on a Jonesy t-shirt. So the only animal that likes it when I hold them like a baby is Doyle. He'll accept it and like it.
He's not going to go for that.
He's actually he's not freaking out. Normally he freaks out. There you go.
Oh, Big Dog says, I got a bottle of bourbon in front of me. 104.5 proof. Good
Wow.
Lord. The King says, I'm finally done with my LED sign. All of y'all showed me so much love.
I am so glad to hear that. That's awesome. All right, let's go to Pip.
Jonesy. Oh.
This terrible, terrible secret. He's actually bald. The more I look at this sculpture, the more I think it looks like Don Rickles.
Andrew Zach talking about the specimens in a jar. Says, how do you do it? I can get eyes, hearts, brains, etc. Can I use rubbing alcohol and seal the jar with silicone and a lid?
You could, but rubbing alcohol is actually a pretty harsh chemical, and what you're putting in there is fake, so you don't need that harsh of a chemical. I would actually use mineral oil, which is also very inexpensive. It's very inexpensive, but it's also it'll hold up. It has a nice weight. It'll maintain clearness. The alcohol would too, but I would go with. I normally use mineral oil in those.
Such a man. This looks a little bit like Don Rickles.
Looks like Don Rickles.
Hello, Alma. Cobweb says, I used fog juice for a faux specimen.
You can, sure.
June Ritchie says hello.
I don't know the longevity of fog juice in a specimen jar or how it will affect whatever else is in there. So, honestly, fog juice normally has mineral oil in it and it has glycerin in it. So you're probably okay. You're in the family.
Wouldn't alcohol eventually disintegrate what's in the jar?
Depends on what it is. It's kinder to organic samples, but it might break down some things.
Hello, Dana McCorson.
Hello, Dan McCorson.
Andrew says, no, these are real flesh items, not fake.
Oh yeah, then use alcohol. Yes, you can seal with silicone.
Hello, Steve Haynes.
Yes, when I make them fake. I don't want them real. And that's another reason why I go with mineral oil. I like it better if the jar breaks rather than alcohol because it's such a fire hazard.
Stricken Bull says it's like torch.
It does look a little bit like Tor. I can see that.
Hello, Poison.
A little bit of George the Animal Steel in there.
Big Dog says I found out the hard way that fog juice is slick on a cement floor.
It is. It really is. Fog juice is slick. And that's the glycerin in there.
Are there any pneumatic cylinder brands that you recommend from Ryland Shaw?
They're almost all the same. They're very, very similar. Obviously one that costs $10 is going to be not as good a quality as one that costs $36. That pretty much holds true. Okay, so that guy is now lost. So glossy and so glossy. To get taller, I wish you were a little bit taller, not smaller. I think this gets taller. Go to Osborne.
I am Osborne.
So don't make him feel. It does get taller. I'm operating on not full capacity.
Andrew Zach says, I'm a sick and twisted man, Alan. People always wonder what happened to me as a kid.
Well, I'm gonna blame your mother. All right. Wife, once again, pip us. Pip us while the pipping is good. Yeah,
I see monsters. I wasn't expecting you on tonight. That's a nice surprise. I'm glad you're feeling good.
It's Friday, right?
It's Friday.
It's supposed to be on Friday.
Aqua Cave. Just a bit creepy real items, but Disney's Pirate Ride has real human skeletons, or so people say.
They don't. That is a fun myth. Sorry I crushed your dreams. Look at that, fish man's. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and paint the other fish man while I'm here.
Cobweb said, I've done real wet specimens, less water content, and the more pure alcohol will preserve your specimen. 59 people are watching.
So these are a little bit different, these guys, because I know that they're going to be a, this one in particular is going to be a static prop. White?
Yep.
Time for zombies now. We gotta shake this up.
Do it. Brown Shaw says, do Gamer Holt Productions animatronics use servos or air cylinders?
Do what now?
Gamer Holt Production animatronics.
I have no idea. I don't know who they are, I'm afraid. Okay. I think this is a brown wash. Which I will use So whenever you are using something that's been sitting a little while, I now have the lid here too, and that has had a chance to be a little cloggy. So I'm going to shoot from this airbrush through here backwards and shoot a little lot of snot out of there, then it's good to go.
Chad Smith, hello. And Therese said it's like Rocky from the Bugs Bunny movie. Michelle Schulte says, don't freeze the specimen, it will break down even faster if it's been frozen. Possible. Thaw it, let it dry out some before putting it in a jar.
Yeah, see, I don't want real stuff in my show. I think that's kind of gross.
Rylan shouts, is it me or is the audio a bit choppy and weird? Wait to see what everybody else says. That warmonger, I just walked in on the zombie snail. That was weird.
And yet, here's where we are.
Catfoot says, would it make the painting easier to pad out on the head a bit before we make it stiffer?
Not really. I mean, I'm airbrushing now, so I don't think that'll be a problem.
Lindsay and Michael Kyle says, I love how Ellen still does the zombie snail sound effects with the snail effect.
I have to do the zombie snail effect.
Are the air scrubbers on?
One air scrubber is on, yes.
Says the audio's a little choppy.
Everybody?
Second person. Audio is choppy. If it's because the air compressor is on, sound gets funny. The air compressor.
Not air compressor, the air scrubber.
Okay, so give us an idea of how the...
So now you have to say pineapple and then tell me whether or not the sound is still choppy.
Hello, KBFX Monster Tutorials.
Let us know if the sound is still choppy. Hello, KBFX.
Pineapple, good now. Pineapple's good. That's with the avocado.
No one asked for your avocado, Cat Swift.
I like avocado. Pineapple, sounds good. Okay, good deal. Thanks, guys. Chad Smith says, okay, we're 2 months out. How's the Transworld prep going?
I'm really going to start it this week. I've decided to start prepping for training.
Cat says, but now Alan cannot breathe. Now he's going to sacrifice his lungs so you guys can...
Nah, breathing is overrated.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Bomazzaro Monster Park in Italy?
No, I have not. I wish I have.
Bomarzo.
I want to go there.
Monster.
I never knew about it until just now, but now I really want to go.
I just want to go to Italy.
It's a monster park.
Hooray! Andrew Zach, I'm buying these from a dissection company. These organs, etc., are already preserved. I just need to know what to put them in to keep them like that.
A jar and 99% alcohol. Now they also have preserving liquid, which is alcohol and something else. I don't know what it is, but yeah. I have a friend named Jeff who he works for a company who kind of sells that stuff. If you send me a message, then I can send him a message and ask better questions for you. Okay, I really like hard brown flesh tint out. I'm going to rub some of that off. We're going to let the mask latex color do a lot of the work.
Hello from Scotland. Field Walker Masks.
Hey, Field Walker.
Andrew Zach says, my butcher shop said I want it to be real and as gross as possible.
So, they don't have wet specimens in a butcher shop. When you said wet specimens, I'm thinking of like a science lab. But a butcher shop doesn't, they don't sell preserves. So, don't do that. Get some steak. That you would find that in a butcher shop. Bones, like bones for sale. I don't like wet specimens. Read like science. They read laboratory very much so. So I wouldn't go butcher shop with them. Normally they're like tiny things too.
KBFX says, I was heating up vinyl tubing and realized how important air scrubbers were. Pretty nasty stuff.
Yeah, vinyl will kill you dead. Vinyl is a real rough stuff when it comes to fumes and breathing. It hates it when you breathe. Okay, so see how now I've done one color and I wiped it off. Look at the detail that you can get. You know, really pulls everything out of the sculpt with that. It's an antique technique. And dry brushing works and dry brushing is great, but an antique treatment makes something look a little wet. Since this is a fish man, that's how it do, yo.
Bamarzo, I can't say this. Bamarzo Monster Park has all monsters carved out of rocks. Check it out online.
If you can say it right 5 times in a row, I'll do the dishes tomorrow. Go.
Bamarzo, 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 Bamarzo.
So tomorrow I'm doing the dishes.
Sure are. How else can I get that?
I feel like I was conned.
Do some more dishes. That's exciting. John C. says, oh well, no notification. Are the fishmen for dark out?
No. The Fishmen are for a lovely show in South Texas.
Stacy, you nailed it, Mike. Chad Smith says, you seem pretty tickled by the results of the stone wall. Did you get it finished?
I did not get it finished. I will get it finished Monday. Monday is my day to go and get it finished. I had too much popping up today.
Sons of Wayne and Ron Ships are telling you to use paper plates and plastic cups. Gentlemen,
That's the day we were like, let's go out and order pizza.
let's be clear.
Let's do something else.
I can make dishes dirty too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't trick him. She tricked you. I didn't
She
trick
did.
him.
She tricked me.
He challenged me.
I feel wobbed.
Okay. You guys are awesome the way you jumped to his defense on
She done stole my election.
on a bet that I did to him. He started it.
Okay.
Andrew Jackson, it's hard to explain what I'm trying to do. It's not a 100% butcher shop. It's kind of like a torture chamber where humans are taken to be cut up and dissected, and your skin's used to make clothing. John C. says hello, and Cat Swift says it's amazing how many tips and tricks we all learn from something as simple as painting a wall. Makes so much sense.
Oh, I'm glad that you liked it.
Hey, Scott Cohart. Big Dog said Shannon, he's all cast iron. Oh my goodness, no, I'll just have to redo it. Sons of Wayne, are you still making him drink that concoction you made up? Yes.
Fire cider.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. I actually have 2 new batches. They'll be ready in a week. My coach said Shannon is going to do a lot of food prep tomorrow. I actually am. I have that. That is something I'm doing.
It's terrible. I didn't know that.
Catherine says, nope. I think you should go on a baking, cooking fiend job. Stocking the freezer. Go for it.
Well, you know what? Tomorrow I know she's gardening, so
Hey, Mike Chisnowski. Chad Smith says, here's the thing. If Shannon does a bunch of baking, will that counterbalance the disappointment with happiness? Actually, I'm grilling. There's a good deal of grilling happening. Yes, fire cider.
wife, I have to go to Little Monsters room. I think you're gonna have to do some story time.
Okay, what you want to story about?
Well, maybe you could do a story about like the first thing you cooked for me or something like that. I don't know.
I will. Okay. There's a story there. There's always a story, actually.
I shall return it. You don't hit the button, they're going to be upset with you.
No, it's due. Hi, not you.
Okay.
Okay. Phone cam.
You gonna twist phone cam onto you?
I do need you to put phone cam on. Phone cam.
I Are we still live?
Yes. And I'm ready for story time. Yeah, we're on.
Okay. I just lost the window.
No, I got you. You're on.
Okay.
You're on. Okay, so quick story that Alan requested.
Type the word watermelon if you're still live.
Are we live? I'm seeing you. Andrew Zach just asked a question. Andrew, as soon as he gets back from the monsters room, I will read your question for you. Yep. Y'all are good. The first time I met Alan, I baked him banana bread because we had been talking online for a while, and when I had not met him properly, so I actually had some questions for him that if he knew the answers, I knew he was the person that I'd been talking to online. Met in a public place. I tested him. Do you know the answers to the following things? He knew them. He was who he said he was, but you know. And I also knew that he had driven overnight from Florida to meet a girl, which was crazy. And that he was sleeping at a haunted house that had no heat. It was January. No heat. I don't even think it had running water where you were staying. And he was most likely sleeping on the floor in a sleeping bag, maybe. I don't think he had a sleeping bag.
I was sleeping on a couch of questionable origin.
There you go. So I made him some banana bread. Thought, well, maybe I've got something for him to eat because he was exhausted, but he wanted to come to Texas to meet a girl, which is ridiculous. And
Wasn't mean the girls, mean my wife.
then he was going to stay in the top of a haunted house out in the middle of nowhere on a couch of questionable origin with no electricity, no running water, absolutely no heat. That's fun. So here we go back to Hotspot.
Did someone type watermelon?
Yeah, baby, you're good. You're on. Everybody
So
hears you.
weird.
Big Dog says bourbon. Andrew Zach, what do you do with all the latex trimmings from all of your masks and props?
Throw them away. I throw them away. Because I make so many, keeping them would not be awesome. Stacy right now is trying to keep a bag of fur scraps. And
Cat Swift, yes, the first thing I baked him some bread because I knew he was going to be hungry.
that's why.
He's got you.
No.
How's the office coming along?
I'll finish up Monday. I will finish it Monday.
Hello, Alex Castle. Hello, Sean Riggle.
I was saying that Stacy is keeping a bag of fur scraps, and I've tripped over it twice. And there's actually not a ton in there, so that's gonna get way worse as she starts filling it up. So there's no point in. You go to
Pip.
Yeah, let's do Pip. And we'll move Pip back around.
Okay.
Move Pip around.
And Michael Powell says, that's so sweet. I was wondering how you guys met.
She came through the haunted house I was working at, and I knew right away that I was going to marry her. She took 3 years of convincing.
That's true. What do you think? Makeup. Hello. 74 people are watching. Andrew Zach says, what would you charge to send me a large box full of latex scraps? I'd like to paint them up, scatter them on my table, and put them on a meat grinder properly.
Well, I think it would look just as good, if not better, if you just heat gunned the heck out of a garbage bag and painted that. The cost to you wouldn't make any sense because I would have to charge you something for the time of me saving them, keeping them, and then shipping them. Whereas you could easily make something that looks like scrappy flesh yourself very cheap. So I wouldn't do that for you because I'd be wasting your money. I want to sell you stuff, but I want to sell you stuff that you can't just make like that. Like, I'm not going to sell you a sock puppet because you make a sock puppet, man.
Rob O'Brien says, I see your subscribers are eating up 918 so far.
They're eking, yes.
Rebecca Hudson says your love story gets better the more you share. Love for the Insane Six. There are such nice videos to vibe to. I always draw when I'm watching them live.
Some people say, I love your videos. They put me right to sleep. You will get glossy. I'm gonna get glossy. No.
Love for the Insane Six. I mean, they are relaxing. You've just put Sons of Wayne to sleep.
Yeah, that happens. I get that a lot.
KBFX. Does Harbor Freight have replacement bottles for the quick change airbrush? My bottles are all clogged from Pro Air Body Paint.
No, but a whole new setup is $10, and that makes the replacement bottles $2 a piece. I just buy another box, and then I throw the airbrush out. Because I used to save those, but once you have 20 of them, there's really no point.
Barbie says, Sanitary Creepers creeping on you, and I am not asleep. Hello, Realms.
Hey, Realms!
Baba Daza, there you are.
Baba Daza, do you know that you won?
Baba Daza, are you aware of what has happened in the last 2 days? Andrew Zach, you shipped today. You know if my teeth shipped? Yep, you shipped. You should have shipped today. I will send you a tracking number later on tonight. Baba Daza goes, what, are you serious? We've been sure. Everybody's been congratulating you for 2 days. You won the Frankenstein mask.
Yeah, you won the Basil Go-Go's painted Frankenstein mask. So we'll be shipping that to you very, very soon.
You shipped it today.
Oh, I shipped it out to you today.
Baba Daza says, oh my God, are you serious?
We're serious.
It's you.
You should look at that Patreon
Check.
messages.
They've been talking about you for 2 days. She says, I never win stuff. Thank you, guys.
It just so happened that you won a
The
thing.
random generator chose you. Chose you. Big Dog says, that mask is so cool.
Yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out.
Baba Daza says, I'm stupid happy right now.
I didn't think you knew.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, where you've been. I'm talking about you. Cat Swift says, Baba Daza, if you don't want it, I'm sure one of us would be happy to take it off your hands.
Yeah.
The computer knew I loved it. That's right. Steve Penny, hello. Says cool mask.
Thanks, Steve. So there's something clogging up this nozzle. Hey, Mario. There's something clogging up this nozzle, and I'm just working on trying to get it unclogged.
Mike Chesnowski says, I just throw out mine and a new one works great.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do, especially as far as the bottles go.
Thank you, Andrew Zach. He says, if you need Baba's address, it's the same as mine. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take care of
I'll
that.
take care of that. That's so sweet of you.
Easy.
Alas, it is already gone. It's in the mail now.
Yes. Sorry.
He says not.
Carburetor cleaner does the trick. Bella. Bella.
Streaming?
Bella. You're sleeping. You're not in a scary place. You're safe. You're home. You can relax. Wake up, go back to sleep.
Baba Daza, have not received anything in the mail from you yet. Maybe tomorrow is the day.
I'll tell you what though, Texas mail sure has been a little screwy.
Dogs having dreams.
Okay, so I want to do a little bit of speckling on this guy. I'm going to pinch my hose so hard that nothing comes out. Then I should be able to just kind of flex it a little bit like this.
Baba Daza will keep an eye out.
If you look, what I just did with that airbrush, go to tripod cam.
Chill, little dog.
Can you guys see that red speckling that happens up there? And it happened on this side of the face too. Let's see if I can get that live. Okay, again, this airbrush, pinching the hose so that when I hold the button down, nothing comes out.
Good specs. Yep, I see it. Textures. It looks super cool, Alex Castle.
But this is a way for you to get nice speckles with this airbrush.
Michael Powell says Stewie is snoring beside me on the couch. Alex, yeah, it looks super cool. It's awesome.
Okay. That's good. And I actually like that I got kind of a couple big ones. I don't mind that at all. He's supposed to look healthy. He wouldn't be a fish man.
Andrew Zach says, gotta go. Thanks, guys and gals, for having me. I'll watch the rest tonight. Thanks for being awesome, Alan.
Thanks for being had. Yeah.
Is that a new hat you're wearing? Is that a new ball cap?
I think this one went through the wash.
I didn't wash it. Alan?
I went and got it a hat.
Alan! Stop
What?
getting new hats. You have a million hats.
I wanted a hat.
You have hats.
I was over here. Look at my sweet new Still Beef hat.
That is not, those are for customers.
Honey, this is how we get customers.
No.
You need an attractive model
That hat is too
to
clean.
show
That
people
hat
your
is
hat.
too clean.
See, now that
Oh my god.
I'm modeling the hat tonight, people will say, "I wish I had a Still Beast hat,"
No.
and we're gonna sell them.
And we're not going to have any.
But if I wore my dirty hat, they'd be like, "Boy, he really let that thing go," along with his body. What they're gonna say. All right, gonna get white paint and work into my bowls.
So busted. What's up blocking that cat?
My new hat's busted.
You guys are the worst.
Well, I realized that I was wearing this shirt the other day because I don't have a ton of long sleeve shirts. So I didn't want to wear my Castle Blood hat. Then I was like, I should get a hat.
Give him such a dirty look. Sons of Wayne says, now remember, happy wife, happy life. KBFX says, I definitely want one now. Chad says, one drop of paint landed in the center of the pupil.
I know. I gotta wipe the eyes out for that.
Sean Regal says, you know, just about every person in here would buy a used hat. No.
Oswald.
Christopher Lazote, hello. Says, I wear my Sylvie's hat all the time.
Yeah.
Big Dog says that he's still waiting for a doggy chew hat. Rebecca Hudson, Alan, you just need more room for all your awesomeness, so you added on. Realm says, how could I make a grandfather clock cheap so I can look for the stuff? And I love my hat so much, I wear it all the time. Yep.
He wants to make a grandfather clock. Is that what they said?
Grandfather clock, yeah.
Okay, so a grandfather clock is, it depends on how cheap you want to go. You could make it out of cardboard. You could make it out of wood. But pretty simple. Just buy a regular clock. You make it look like a grandfather clock. I mean, at this point, you're talking about shapes. Because the function of it is you don't necessarily really need it to be a real clock. You have to make something that looks like a clock.
Big Dog said, bring doggy chew hats to Transworld. They will sell out. Mike Chesnowski, I got yelled at by my wife today because I used 2 pair of shoes for my prop.
Were they shoes you liked?
Were they your shoes?
Yeah, her shoes are a different matter. Hear my stomach?
Is that your stomach?
That's my stomach.
Didn't you eat something?
I did.
You still having an upset tummy?
Oh. Okay. That's round 1 of white on the eyes.
Mike Chesnowski says, yes, hers. Okay, so Mike, let me get this clear.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea.
I got yelled at by my wife today because I used 2 pair of shoes for my prop. You used 2 pair of her shoes for your prop. Do I have that right?
Yeah, you don't mess with a lady's shoes.
That's hilarious.
That's aren't I an awesome husband?
It's just hilarious. I got yelled at by my wife because I used 2 pair of her shoes for my prop. Okay.
No, what you should have said there is my wife was upset because I destroyed her things.
That's hilarious.
That's how that should have gone down.
Oh my goodness.
Did I hear that Alex Castle was on?
Yeah, he's here.
Alex Castle, are you still on?
He's here. Chad Smith says, I think I know the answer, but I have an airbrush issue. Last time I painted, I was trying to do some fine lines. I had paint flow low and airflow low, but it kept blowing out drips. Am I just not moving fast enough?
Could have been that your paint was too thick.
Alex is here.
So I guess I foamed this on top of this thing, and then, there's Vaseline there. I just never took it off. So we're going to remove this because this is not part of this head. I need it solid though. So we're going to remove this. And then I'm going to paint the fish monster mask that Alex Castle made when he was here. But he was one of the people that did not plan super ahead and could not take his mold home with him. So there. Now I have his fish monster mold.
KBFX says she's probably been looking for those shoes for weeks. Then sorry you're not feeling 100% Alan.
Oh, it's all right. So yeah, so now I've got this fishman head.
And Alex is excited. He said, what?
And all these fine people will see your fishman head.
It's your turn, Alex. Al Matra Art says, yep, chewed up hats would sell out. Call them zombie chewed editions. All right, Alex Castle. Gone.
Okay, let me clean off this head form. You know what, I'm going to bag it. If that's Vaseline on there, if that's what I used as a resist, which it feels like Vaseline. Vaseline is bad for latex. Vaseline is a petroleum-based product, and it's bad for latex.
Alex says, "Hey, I appreciate you so much keeping it. I've been wanting to get it. I'm very excited."
Well, it actually turned out pretty lovely, so. There we go. Now the Vaseline on the head form will not mess with this mask at all.
What do you use to add straps inside of half masks?
I use 3/4 inch black elastic, cut to 10 or 11 inches, and then I attach it with double cap rivets. Double cap rivets. You can see he made a fine fish man.
Alan, what would you use to make sure you have cleaned off all of the Vaseline?
I would use paper towels. And I would touch it until it isn't sticky. Probably wanted something more scientific than that. That's what I got.
So this was done by Alex Castle, Monster Camp 4.
Monster Camp 4.
Monster Camp 4, January 2020. Riot Demon, hello.
It's a riot demon. Throw back a bottle of beer. It's a riot demon. Run a comb through your coal black hair. Riot!
Monster Camp 4 is back when we used to have bigger monster camps.
Well, yeah.
And they were never that big anyway. I mean, I think we had 10 students in Monster Camp 4 if you count one person's mom who ended up jumping in here and working too, which always happens. Observers always end up doing something. But that was 10 active artists. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, Alex says, wow, before everything went to crap. That's right. You guys just eked it out. We had no idea. No idea. Lindsay and Michael Kyle, sure. You can mail things to the Still Beast address. Recipes are awesome. I love it. Mike, are you asking, is this one on the website, this Fishman? Or, I'm sorry, that might be part of another conversation. Let me know if I read that right for you. Riot Demon says, how's everyone feeling tonight? Chris says, good evening.
Feeling fine.
Chad Smith says, speaking of fish, I smoked some fish currently, so ready to eat. That's good. I bet that's wonderful.
It's green in the bottle, but it's not green enough on the mask. So this does not have enough ink in it.
No, Mike, this is not on our website because this is not our mask.
It's not one that we made.
This mask was done by Alexander Castle, who is on right now. And he was a Monster Camp student. So this is Alex's creation. We did not create that. Alex did. Rebecca Hudson, I found and posted some of my monsters on creepers. My supply of large stiff plastic bags ran out. Do you have any suggestions on how to make costume prop dress poofier?
A costume prop dress poofier.
Like a hoop skirt poof?
Yeah, so
Crinoline poof?
you could use something like, honestly, anything that they use for packaging. Take big bags and fill them with styrofoam peanuts. That's a big poof. Bubble wrap, especially the big bubble wrap. That would be good.
Well, Madonna, well, I've finally been able to tell my friend about Monster Camp, and her response was, "Let's go." Here we go. Hey, buddy geek.
Well, the wife and I had a good talk yesterday about getting Monster Camp back on the schedule.
We are working on.
Monster Camp is going to be, it'll rely on us basically to, we're not going to have any restrictions that say, hey, you have to do this. Texas is a little free and loose right now. And so they're not going to say we can't. So that's actually kind of at least stable footing for us to know that we can get started on planning and move forward with some monster camps.
Alex says that's a nice green. Dark Nook, hello.
Hey, Dark Nook.
That green on my computer
Yeah.
is much more muted than it is.
Well, I'm actually about to mute it down quite a bit.
It's interesting. Body Geeks, I'm going to be driving to Kentucky tomorrow. Do you want me to come by and pick up that mask?
Ask the wife.
You can. It's ready. Body Geeks, your mask is ready to go. I do not know who's going to be at the house. We're going to be all over the place tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's not like a...
Any idea how long you're in Kentucky?
Give us an idea of when you would be around. But it is ready to go. He finished it yesterday.
Hit us up on the way back. Because truthfully, you might buy something in between now and then. And why do you want to hang on to a mask while you're in Kentucky? Sweet trailer you picked up the other day, though. I like that.
It's interesting. Look how it looks on my screen.
It looks way better than what I did.
No, it does not.
It has some more highlights in it from the actual part of life.
But you did kind of mute it down, but now, yeah, it looks kind of...
Yeah, I wanted to do brown and, brown and...
He's a little dingy. Andrew Zach, Monster Camp, how close will it ever be held to Ohio, or will it ever be?
Alexa, how far is it to Ohio?
We know how far it is to Ohio.
Ohio is 1,029.2 miles away by car.
We know how far
It'll be as close as 1,029 miles from Ohio. Simply because it has to happen here in the shop. So that's not something I can take on the road. We're talking hundreds of pounds of plaster. I need running water. Now, I will tell you what, and I'm telling you what with my wife in the room.
I am shaking my head at you. Don't you do
Okay,
this.
so here's how this goes.
Shush. Time to go.
All right.
Ah.
If Patreon gets to the point where it's like $4,000 a month or so, then my plan is to buy a bus, outfit the bus in order to do traveling monster camps.
In your massive spare time.
I would still have to, well, see, here's the kicker. I could then pay someone to do the bus and to help do the work while I keep doing the work. But it would have to be a rolling studio because I still got to do live streams. It would have to, it would have to be able to do some things. So Yes, eventually I would like to buy a bus and outfit it into a workshop so that it is just a mask making shop, and I can take monster camp. I can do a weekend monster camp, like get a haunted house to host it somewhere, so I can park on their property and and still get their running water and whatnot. That's what I would need.
Dark Nook. What is that Alan spraying right now? The dark color. What was that?
That is that's Baja Brown ink from Pinata Inks. It's an alcohol-based ink.
Body Geek says, okay, I may see you at Transworld.
Oh, awesome. You should come.
Ken Zarish says, that looks like tar on his face. Alex Castle says, I drove from Pennsylvania. Y'all can drive out. Mike Chisinowski says, Connecticut opened up today. Hopefully it stays that way where I can open up my carnival again and make some kids smile. Babadasa says, I love how he asks Alan everything. He's very patient. Hey, Rodney. Babadasa says, oh my God, I love it. Or it's Studio. Hi. Says, that would be awesome. Andrew Zach says, sweet baby Jesus. Alex says, I'm in Montgomery. Bob Body Geek says, I have a class CDL with bus endorsements. Oh my God.
You want to be my driver?
Lindsay and Michael Kyle, Mobile Monster Camp. Ooh. Andrew Zach, I'd so be doing it. Chad Smith, pull up the Discovery Channel and pitched as a TV show, Mobile Monster Camp.
I already have a TV show. I have a TV show that I want to pitch to Discovery or Travel or one of them.
Body Geeks. So I'm going to Transworld, but I may not get back before then. Not a problem. We'll see you there. Babadaza says, I have a huge long driveway. It's yours anytime. 89 people are watching.
Yeah, I would still have to, of course, sell spots to the camp, but their camp money goes for materials, and it goes to the hotel that we would need. Because if the bus is a workshop and you can't sleep in it, it's not that big.
Dark Nook, when you use inks on latex, do you have to mix them with the mask latex like you do with acrylics?
You need to have a good adhesion layer down first. And you could not tell, but this had a flesh tone base coat on it, which made it look a lot like just regular latex. The flesh tone sometimes does that. So as long as you have the latex paint down first, the inks actually adhere really well. Now I should have cleaned this mask up a little bit before I painted it, because it's been sitting in the shop for a while, so there's a little bit of dust on it and stuff. But not so much that it's a big problem.
Scott Colhart says, how are you going to get Shannon food on the mobile MC?
It would not.
You would
not
not
have Shannon food.
You guys would eat. I don't know, but it wouldn't be from me. Stacy, hush.
What's Stacy say?
Stacy says, grill outside the bus.
Yeah, Shannon can grill outside the bus.
Thanks, Stacy. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Problem solved.
Appreciate you thinking outside that box. Alex says, the dust gives it character. Andrew Zach says, how much is the camp? I'd stay in a tent in your backyard. Oh, Andrew. Oh,
Andrew, no, you won't.
You don't want to do that?
Because Bigfoot would visit you during the night. And it's funny the first night.
Ray Mitchell says, wouldn't that be a school bus? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a school bus.
Andrew, camp is $550 right now. The camps that we have here at our house, at Alan's studio, for the half-mast class that we currently offer. We're looking to do a full head mask class in the future, and that would be more because of materials. And I don't know if you've ever heard all that Monster Camp entails. There's a lot of people on here who've done it. Big Dogs, Body Geeks, Alex Castle. There are past Scott Colhart, past Monster
Camp alumni.
And they did some seriously amazing work. I mean, what you're seeing right now, Alexander Castle, who's on right now, this was his Monster Camp project from start to finish. This is his mask.
Was this your first sculpt, Alex?
Jamie Baxter, I would fight the Bigfoot. And Argo, I think I saw a commercial for new and used Midland. They make school buses.
I actually scout school bus prices, and that's how I came to the $4,000 a month figure.
Alex said yes, that was his first ever sculpt.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of if you're here with someone who's coaching you and pushing you, now you can put out some pretty darn good work if you listen. There are some folks who come to Monster Camp and they don't listen, but they have a great time and they enjoy great food.
Buddy Geeks, Tim Tams, and Bucky Snacks. Stacy Hawkins sounds like Stacy delivers the catering from a local place. Yeah, I don't know how I would do the food. John C. says, what Monster Sound horn replacement would the bus have? John C. What a great question. What would the horn be?
Well,
Probably a werewolf.
so, a popular brand of school buses is called Bluebird, like Bluebird buses. So if it was a Bluebird bus, I would definitely use the Rodan noise.
Big Dog says, I would do Monster Camp again. Abadaza says, I remember the one Scott was there. That was when the one you went to two body use. Yeah, that was Monster Camp 7 that we just did in October. That was the last one we were able to do. Rodney Pope says, I love Monster Camp. Can't wait to do it again. You guys, you alums should come to the full head class since you've already done it half mass. Bigfoot loves jerky. I'll be fine. I'll make him a few pounds. Candy Jack. Stacey Hawkins, would you wrap the bus like you did the van?
Well, that would be another $6,000.
Abadaza, Alan has definitely thought about this. Oh, yeah.
So,
He does.
listen.
He thinks about everything.
and the danger is, I don't dream, I plan. What you would call daydreams, I'm planning. I have things like set up down the road. I want to do this, this, and this. Patreon is allowing me a glimpse at, some of these things could happen. Because often, this is going to sound really weird. I'm too busy working to work on, and I don't focus on things that make money. I focus on things that I think the haunted house industry needs. I mean, I would do a ton more clown masks. I would do a bunch of clown masks if I just wanted to sell a bunch of crap. But I don't. And so I don't work necessarily for profits. I think if you work on something you're passionate about, profit will come. But I don't necessarily work for things that make a lot of money. That being said, what ends up happening is I don't have a lot of money. Or money is tied up in projects. And I'm using Patreon in order to hit some of those benchmarks, really cool things to do, as well as funding YouTube Wednesday videos. But also things like down the road, a mobile monster camp,
Rodney says, I'll be there for sure. Big Dog says, I want to do a full head class. Alexander says, I would love to do the full head class.
You'll note my wife is trying to steer the conversation away
My job is to read the
from
comments.
anything that has to do with me buying a bus.
Rodney Bump says, and Silicon Monster Camp too. Andrew Zach, you can pick up a Greyhound bus for like $5,000.
Yes.
Realm says, how much did it cost to wrap the van, if you don't mind me asking?
About $4,000.
Chad Smith says, I'm looking to put different sounds in different rooms of my haunt with screen boxes. They're about $100 each. A cheaper device so I can do more rooms.
Yeah, a boom blaster horn. Yes. Those are 12 volt, obviously, and they work pretty darn good.
Babadaza says, I think a few good artists. We could paint the van. John C. says, we could airbrush the van.
I could indeed.
80 people are watching. Geeks. From what angle would the light shine on the castle bus?
The good angles.
Stacy Hawkins. I love that the Creepers have just accepted as a fact that we will hit 4,000 on Patreon.
I don't know that we will.
Big Dog says, I got my Godzilla Boom Blaster and it's on my truck. I roll laughing every time.
Every single time, don't you? I love it. I love mine. Absolutely love it.
Andrew Zach, are you ever going to work in silicone and start selling silicone masks?
That's another thing that there's a lot of folks who are doing silicone masks, and I just don't feel the need to do that right now. Hey, buddy, I'm over here.
What happened to you, Ozbot?
No. He says, nay, nay.
Not playing?
He's playing.
Not gonna follow you?
He won't follow me, but that's okay. He has a good wide view of the room right now.
Okay.
We'll get him spurred away. All right, so
You're not gonna do silicone.
I do some silicone. I already make silicone masks. If you go back on my Stilt Beast Studios YouTube channel, and I mean go back 11 years ago, you will see one of the first videos ever posted is a silicone werewolf mask that I made, that I had my friend Peter in 11 years ago. So I made plenty. I made over 20 different silicone masks. But that's not a market that I want to explore. When silicone masks kicked into the haunted house market, latex masks fell away. And so I worked pretty hard to bring back latex masks. And now I think they have a pretty good representation also at the show. Because at one point, in one trans world, there were 2 latex mask makers, just 2. And I thought, that is wrong. I got to get back in the latex mask game.
Mike Chisnowski says you should get one with air ride. It makes a world of difference. Scott Colhart says 25% of the way to 4,000. Rodney Pope says I think your Patreon will exceed that in time.
Why did I come over here? Oh, Orange Ink. Thanks, White.
I'm here for you. Horror Beauty says silicone anything is very expensive to make too.
Yeah, the first one cost me about, $2,000. And that was the werewolf that I mentioned. But luckily I sold enough of him where I made my money back. And I learned the process. A lot of the guys who actually work at Immortal, not Andrew, not not George, not any of the owners, but some of the shop guys, I kind of taught how to make silicone masks because no one was teaching people back then.
Films. I've seen people take Spirit Halloween props and ripping out the mechanics and replacing them with pneumatic mechanics and copying in the audio and put it in the actual controller. What's your opinion on this?
Well, you could take a McDonald's burger, buy that, and then go to the grocery store and actually cook up a real good burger patty with Wagyu beef, and then put it back on top of the McDonald's burger, and it would taste better. But you might as well just make a burger from scratch. So the reason that people do stuff like that is because they think they are weak in the decoration game. Meaning, they feel they have a good handle on the mechanics of it, but they don't have a good handle on the aesthetics of it. So I can make the mechanics of this sturdy and last a long time and be good, and I am happy with and I'm okay with their level of aesthetics. So
I've got half of your head cut off.
name it back up. Baby, just that.
Right here?
Yeah, that's a ball.
Right.
So above that ball, you can move.
Okay, I don't. That's better.
There you go.
They're talking to me. I think they say, okay. Our Beauty says latex masks now have really blown me away compared to what I used to see. It was like no one cared about how they were painted, and now they're really nice masks.
There's been a resurgence, yes.
Buddy says, I looked at silicone masks, but I doubt I'll ever have my feet for those. I have a nature to help with scares.
Yeah, well, and silicone masks, they have a certain job. And if you don't need that job done, then you're okay.
Bonnie says there's a lot of artists on Patreon, but there are very few like Alan that will help anyone with no strings attached. That's why I love being a part of your Patreon.
Well, thanks. I like Patreon. I really enjoy doing Thoughts of the Day. I enjoy doing, I'm going to get back on the Phoenix here soon. We've had some life happening, sadly. But
Or do you like that color?
thanks. I like it too. Now, its actual color is like a brownish orange. I don't know how it's showing up on camera because this camera in particular is not amazing with colors.
Andrew Zach says, I really just wish latex would have more facial movements.
Just cast it thinner and make it tighter. Easy.
Babadaza says, is everything okay? Has something else happened that I missed?
No, just the freeze. That takes a while to recover from because it changed a lot of things. That was a biggie. And then obviously this past year has been kind of on our toes. But yeah, no, mostly the freeze is what I'm talking about.
Harvey says, rancid mustard color would be my description. Funny, that color is not allowed here. It looks too much like Texas University burnt orange. Rodney Pope says, congrats, Babadaza, on winning that frame. He did. That thing was beautiful. I gotta tell you, before that left, I made sure I was getting pictures of it for safety to post, but I wanted pictures of it just for cataloging and for the gallery, which I do on everything. But that just, I can't believe how beautiful that was. Now, Babadaza, you are in the mail, madam. Browns would like to know, what is that mask at the door? I think is that
That is an old man, old woman.
Alan, what's your plan with this one, if you don't mind me asking? This Alex Castle.
I have no idea. I'm just making it.
He's not part of the fish crew?
No, he's too fish-man-y for the fishmen that I'm doing. He's too much. He's already a monster. So they want more human-esque fishmen.
You're just having fun.
I'm having fun. I'm painting a cool monster.
You know what you should do next time you want to have fun? Right here.
What's that? Yeah. You know what? And I might actually have time to start on that today.
Oh. You gotta tell him what it is.
I will. There's I reached out to Chad Smith to get one of his dinosaurs that he did. So I have a dinosaur here that I will be able to paint up. Yeah, I think that little bit of color in here actually really helps him.
Can you show him the mask where the actor would look out? The actor would look.
This is made for people with no eyes.
Alex says, this makes me so happy.
Right here. There's holes right there for your eyes.
And when Alex made this, he actually made it an anglerfish.
Yes. So up here, there's a little socket, and we did an EVA foam piece, and it had a battery on it, and we did a light up lure for the anglerfish.
And Argo Davies, I'm incredibly acquainted with the guy that got a full kitchen in a trailer he wanted for feeding hundreds of firefighters. It came from the Travel Channel and Bon Jovi.
Awesome.
Indirectly acquainted. Alex says, I'll post a picture of it on Sophie's page. Yeah, please do, Alex. So they can see what the original that you took home was the anglerfish. Horror Beauty says, very cool sculpt. 88 people are watching. It is 8:30.
Yeah, I am excited to get to work on the unsub masks dinosaur.
Babadaza says, awesome. You guys should come to Wichita. A couple of years ago, we got a new dino park that at least as the point of biggest in the country. I got to work on them because they needed extra hands.
So when I was 9, I had a broken arm at the time because my sister's friend pushed me out of a second-story window that I was climbing into. Not entirely their fault, not entirely my fault. Probably my fault, but I digress. So anyway, I had a broken arm, but we went to a place in West Virginia called Dinosaur Land. And the last time I drove by there, it was still open. And I've looked it up a couple times since. And Dinosaur Land left an impression on me to this day. And it was a park full of like concrete dinosaurs that, they were big concrete dinosaurs. They were painted, and you walked along this trail in the woods, and you looked at these dinosaur statues, basically. But there was a room. They had a gift shop, and there was a room that had all like the classic Universal monsters in it as wax museum figures, and I was so enamored with that. I had made a plan that I was going to work there when I got to be, old enough to go work there. But it turns out that I ended up going to Orlando right after high school. But if I'd never learned about Terror on Church Street, then I would not have. Then I probably would have gone to West Virginia and hit up Dinosaur Land about working there, just repainting monsters or whatever.
So Ann Argo Davies says that she has a lonely trailer. It has nothing in it. It's ready to build Shannon's Green Road kitchen. Oh, that's about the sweetest thing I ever heard. Like, okay, whatever you say, Ann.
Well, see,
That's so sweet.
yeah, they're trying to get it to drive separately as well. Well, I guess the bus could pull a trailer. That'd be fine.
Buddy Geek says, I was thinking about putting in a dinosaur trail for younger kids at the park. That's nice. Babadaza says, that does sound very cool, Alan. Andrew Zach says, look up the dinosaur park near Mammoth Cave in Kentucky.
Yeah, we drive by that one.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes on the way to MHC, we drive by that. Hey, Brian, shoot me an email about that because I have an idea for you that I think would do very well. Along those lines, but much cheaper to produce.
The kids' dinosaur
Yeah.
trail. Babadaza, is Terror on Church Street where you went to work in Orlando?
Yes. In 1995.
Bob Bowie, brought my kids to Dinosaur Park near Mammoth Cave. They loved it.
Awesome.
Kyle family says we frequently go to our dinosaur museum out here. Our daughter loves it.
Oh, that's so cool. How's he looking?
Great. That's well.
Sure. I thought it's going to hit kind of the room. I see no moving. And I may need to upgrade to the larger Ozbot. That might be a next month purchase because
Do we have 2 hotspots going, or
I would replace, I think.
what are we going to do with this one? Surely there's something we can do with him.
Well, I'm actually learning that I need camera equipment at dark hour. Because now that I'm working more at dark hour, I'm doing a lot more recording at dark hour. So, I just bought another tripod that's going to go to work and stay at work. So all that stuff, it needs, I need camera gear at dark hour so I can get things shot at dark hour without running gear back and forth.
Obtenebration.
Hello.
Monster Camp 2.
Number 2.
Monster Camp 2.
You're number 2.
We were actually just talking about past monster camps, and Obtenebration was here with his lovely wife for Monster Camp 2.
Yeah.
We've just finished Monster Camp 7, so amazing that how this goes. Cat Swift says, my youngest took her 3 weeks off from Frenzied Medical School to go work on a dinosaur dig in Colorado and stayed in a motel being converted dino-themed. Crazy kid.
That's awesome.
Ross Reichert says, Alan Shannon, if you're going to drive to Illinois, me and my mom go I-24 east to 57 north, and you don't have to pay the toll at the Kentucky-Indiana border.
Well,
That's very nice.
I appreciate that.
Tutworks Studios
That's on the moon.
says, I saw The Walking with Dinosaurs in New York City. They were amazing puppets.
We actually saw that here in Texas because I wanted to go.
Body Geek says, The Bond Monster Camp 007. That's correct. Obtenebration says, and what an amazing time Monster Camp was. I'll tell you what, Body Geeks, I don't know that there will ever be another Monster Camp in October. That may be, I don't know how we'll ever pull that off again. So, that's seriously a Monster Camp miracle. Gaza, I did the hard thing today, and I called pest control, so winning the mask totally makes me forget about hearing a snap right before I got on here. Ooh. Well, Babadaza, we were all very excited, and you get a chance to check the Patreon announcement. You've got a lot of very nice things said. Congratulations and what
And some
have you.
downright hateful stuff.
That you did not.
They jealous.
But yeah, we were all super excited.
They
for
said
it.
she don't deserve that. She don't know who Frankenstein's dog's name was.
Rodney says, I guess with Alan, it's amazing that you can remember 7 camps of monster campers.
I'll be honest with you, they all kind of run together. I assume everybody was in the same class,
No,
and I just wasn't looking at all of them at the same time. My
I
brain doesn't work that way, so it is all one big class for me.
mine does. Rodney, I remember you guys because I talked to you for so long before Monster Camp happens, getting Monster Camp ready, finding out, what you need and everything. So I talked to you so much before Monster Camp that I kind of get to know you before Alan does. And then I just remember your names and what class you were in. Babadaza, no, I'm sorry, Jeff Bull, hello.
Jeff Bull,
Says, sorry, I'm late, had to make dinner.
acceptable.
Alex Castle says, seriously, it was one of the best experiences I've had just creating and working hard. Paul Bennett, hi. Hi, Peace. What was the news on the dog waiting pond or pool? What was the news on the dog waiting pool? Are you talking about Bella falling in the pool? Give me a little more, Body Geeks. Rodney says, I can barely remember the ones that were in Monster Camp 6. I know who did that.
Yeah, I had a meeting today on the last of our water damage from the storms, and it wasn't near as bad as it could have been. So I'm very happy about that.
Oh, Body Geeks was asking how our pool is doing.
It survived. So far it survived.
We are watching the water level right now. We've got
Yeah.
everything turned on and everything's cycling, and now we wait.
When our power went out, it was like 2 or 3 degrees outside. It was very cold outside. So it would have taken like an hour for the pipes to freeze and burst. So our power went out, and I had to make the split decision. I don't know how long it's going to be out for. So I got bundled up, and I went out and I pulled all the drain plugs and turned off the breaker. So because I did that, our pump did not blow up. Hallelujah.
Body Geeks says the pups need their wading pond back. Well, my compass mask, that is.
You waiting on more, honey?
Realms is saying he can't wait to paint his compass.
Yeah.
Horror Beauty says, my friends in Dallas had their pool has to be redone. Glad to hear yours is okay.
Yeah. The tech who was out kept showing me pictures because we've been trying to get them out since the storm ended. When did it end?
2.5 weeks ago.
So 2.5 weeks we've been trying to get them to come out and look at our setup and see what's going on with it. They, I keep calling. They're like, we're getting the folks as fast as we can. There's a lot of destroyed pools in this area. So when the tech was here, he was showing me pictures of all these busted pipes and blown up pumps, like pumps that are like cracked in half because the water expanded in them. So very fortunate that we unplugged it and drained it.
Yeah, that's good. So now we have everything for the first time in 2.5 weeks. Everything is cycling through, and now we're watching for leaks and any problems with the system. So we'll see.
The downside that we're worried about now, any leak that we have at this point is going to be in the ground because the ground froze way more than it should have.
He's pretty.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave these eyes without pupils.
What about the area above his brow? That
This?
stuff. Yeah.
I don't know.
91 people are watching.
91 people.
91 people. I like that. Realm says you should put something on him to make him look wet and slimy like he just crawled out of the water.
I'm going to. I will. Normally, glossing is the very last thing that I do. So I will. That's a good call. You're just a little premature.
Paul Bennett says, I think in-ground pool will not be hurt if it freezes. Above ground pool, it depends on how much damage there is.
If the pipes freeze, you're scrummed. Doesn't matter where your pool is. We have an in-ground pool, but the money is in the pump. That's the kicker.
Michael Kyle has joined us. Hi, Michael.
And our pipes are not as deep as places further north. So we actually have shallow pipes because our frost line is only like 8 inches normally. So our pipes are only buried at 18 inches. Well, when it gets the temperatures that we had for as long as we had, that frost line changed down to almost 30 inches. So that led to a lot of problems. Towns had to shut off water going out to houses. Like that, we can't send you water because the pipes in between us are frozen in the ground. Okay, for some reason my settings are not working on the subtitles.
John C. says pipes in New Jersey are 3 to 4 feet down.
Yeah, they're just deeper.
Body Geek says, we have no frost line here. The water has to be buried 12 inches to get past a shovel.
12
feet.
inches. Yeah, that's
Sorry.
not
12
enough.
inches to get past a shovel. Yeah, 12 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, I think up here it's 18 inches. That's my guess, but I don't want to misquote. I think it's recommended 18 inches.
Been a learning experience, that's for sure. So I lost, I'd say 99% of everything in the garden. Everything I've planted since we moved here. So I'm in the process now of doing everything. Body Geek says electric is 18 inches.
And another problem that we had was the stuff that they pack the transformers with freezes. It's never been a problem before, but when it freezes, it expands and it'll blow a transformer.
It's okay, Baba Daza. It just means I get to buy more plants.
You should get some plants that travel well, so you can put them on the Monster Shop bus. The Beast bus.
Tell me when I plant things outside your shop, that's as much as you'll let me decorate.
Yeah.
But I plant black flowers outside Alan's shop. So he gets, there's some black flowers that I get every year.
Black poppies.
Nope, petunias.
Black petunias.
And I plant those by some jack-o'-lanterns here outside his shop. That's as much as he'll let me do. It's okay, Alex. It's just start over. It will be okay. Hi, Camacho. Alan, did you finish your office?
No, I'll finish it Monday. Like I got to work on it that one day, and then I had to stop.
John C., there's some little garden nurseries that I go to here where we live, and it's they're just little family-run. We live outside of a very small town, so I try to go to small nurseries, little homey nurseries. Cat Swift says if he can keep taking hats, you can buy all the plants you want. Ross says, Alan, name for the bus. Buszilla.
I thought about Buszilla. I think I'm leaning towards Beast Bus.
Baba Daza, yes, they're black. They're actually purple, if you want to get technical about the petunias, but they are truly this black, velvety, beautiful flower. I usually put them in there with some orange flowers, so he's got some Halloween in spring. Oh, it's okay, Realms. Guys, this is part of it. If you get a freeze, you're going to lose some things. And this was just an unprecedented freeze. So I'll just start over.
Your
But
face
y'all-
is unprecedented.
Y'all are all very sweet. It's we just start over. That's what seeds are for. Goodbye, manicure. Not that I ever get a manicure because I don't, but I will definitely be destroying my hands tomorrow. Castle bus skull. Oh my god. Body geeks. That's hilarious.
Put the big Maximum Overdrive face on the front of it, except it's a skull.
Lindsay Kyle says black flowers are gorgeous. I agree. And I'm also making Alan a monster garden. So he's getting a garden of his own. Baba Daza says, we're concerned about your plants more than the pool. You guys really are. It's okay. Everything is going to be okay.
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good about this. What you think, wife?
I like it. I like his little barnacle spots. Alex says, Castle, did someone call?
You rang.
He's fun. Isn't that funny that Alex would be on tonight and you didn't even know? This wasn't even planned. You didn't even know what you were going to do tonight.
I had no idea.
And Alex just happened to be on tonight. Meant to be, Alex. Hard Beauty says, a monster garden, please post pictures. I will, Hard Beauty. I have plans.
Yeah, she said she's going to post some pictures as soon as she gets the paint up on the website.
Yeah, I gotta do that first. Yeah, he's gonna get his own garden. Big Dog says there are black irises. I have some. They're 4 feet tall. Yeah, they are beautiful. Now the thing with the irises, Big Dog, is I need sun, and
You have too many trees.
I fight for sun out here. If you remember, we've got over 300 trees out here. So, but I have irises too, and I love them. Alex says I love the paint job. I had no idea. Baba Daza says I'm feeling pretty good about it too, and about the monster garden and how we're going to paint the bus.
Yeah.
Alex says meant to be. Body Geek says that would make a great terrestrial monster too from the side fence.
A great
Fins
what
are
monster?
Terrestrial. Alan should have a beast man's face on the front of the bus.
I'm down. I would agree with that. I think Beastman's face should be everywhere.
He's fun. I like him.
Okay. Gonna move him.
Doesn't he get a glossifier?
He will. I gotta let the teeth dry.
Okay. Phil Ellis, our pool is in ground also. I have the plugs pulled and stuff. Until I get it back up and running, I'm going to worry. I just had to buy a new pump last summer. Phil, you are exactly where we were this afternoon.
Yeah, same.
We did not turn anything on until the tech was here. Literally, we didn't turn. We've just been waiting, and so this is where we were. Now we're waiting still, but we've at least gotten to that point. Been a long 2.5 weeks waiting for that pool. Kat says, "Oh, bum, wasn't Stan working on the paint project?" Oh, burn.
Well, the paint project is now in Shannon's hands.
Stan was. We had to wait on the paint because we had to move everything into the house to keep it from freezing.
And there was no point in posting it while we couldn't ship it.
And also, just, I know we're not out of winter yet, but when we do get this on the website, people who live in places where there is freezing, y'all are going to have to pay attention to when this ships. But we're moving towards spring, but I know folks up north, spring isn't going to get there for them until, say, May. And so just being careful with that latex. With that latex paint. Body Geeks, Shannon, have you seen the black crepe myrtles with white flowers? I have not. But I will look at it. I will check it out. Tenebration, I was thinking more along the lines of a beast fist on the front of the bus.
I don't know about a fist bus.
Cat said zombie snail on the front. Oh, maybe the zombie snail on the back. It's cute. 90 people are watching.
On the spare tire cover.
Oh.
Did you have pictures of this one, honey?
I've got a blank of it.
Okay.
I haven't taken
You know his
anything.
name?
Yeah, I don't know it right off.
Mr. Limpet.
Mr. No. Wait a minute. Okay, what about the other one that you did? He had a different name. That's not what you called him.
Yeah, this is Mr. Limpet.
No. I'm thinking of something else then. That is not what I have him down as.
Well, you should rectify
Not what I have him down as.
before I bustify.
What was that?
You're very pretty today,
That's
Mike.
right.
Okay, he has been glossed. I'm thinking I'm going to mess with these eyes a little more. Now that they're dry.
No, oh no. No, I don't.
You didn't take a picture of the blank?
Fishman. This is who I was talking. I haven't got him.
Yeah.
I haven't, that one hasn't. Do you have a blank of him?
Just painted it.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait.
Probably one quart up.
Body Geek says, I think I lost two 5-gallon buckets of latex in storage when their power went out.
Oh, no.
Good night, big dog. Lindsay and Michael Kyle says we had black hollyhocks growing up. I loved making flower dolls out of them. Oh, it's so pretty. Alex, Jamie Faxon says, good answer, Ellen. Black diamond, pure white crepe myrtle. I would look this up, you guys. We have crepe myrtle, but I don't have a black one. I always I plant around the shop. Alan will not let me decorate anything in the shop, and that's okay. But the outside of it, I do. And the Monster Garden is going to have a massive, all the collection of monster sculptures that we have out there. So it'll be fun. It will be fun. Good night, Ken.
Ken Zarish.
Ken Zurich.
Good night, Ken. Old man mode activate.
This part of the fish crew.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Yes. Thanks. Someone just subscribed.
Hey! Nice.
Whoever subscribed, thank you.
Thank you, whoever you
Can
are.
you read that name?
Shane Money.
Shane, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Shane. That's so great.
That is where you say Stream Labs, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's that.
That's fun. They're both looking around like, what was that?
Scared me too, I ain't gonna lie.
It's like, whoa, who's talking?
Yeah, so I'm doing these eyes in a Sharpie right now. And I don't want these guys like really poppy eyes. I want them to be almost like he's blind. They're kind of filmed over. His eyes are transferring from human eye to fish eye, obviously. So I don't want a lot in there, but I want the impression of it.
Horror Beauty is laughing at old man mode activate. Baba Daza says it loves the Beastman pop-up. Riot Demon says the subscription thingy works nice. Dead and Rotten Creepy says, howdy folks, getting greetings from the Netherlands.
Hello, Netherlands.
Oh, wonderful, hello. Realm says, now I want to unsubscribe and subscribe again to get that. Baba Daza says, also the Beastman popping up in the office mural.
Oh,
So
yeah,
cute.
that's fun.
Hello from the Netherlands. That is awesome. Hey, Netherlands, this is a Beastman fist bump.
Hooray.
Dead and Rotten Creepy lover. That's who I've got from the Netherlands. What a great name. You get a fist bump.
Okay, those are very muted colors. And it's just kind of a milky, just with a hint of an eye in there. So it's not empty. You're not missing it. I'm just going to go over that. So that's glossy as well. Get him off my table. Now I trust that this is pretty much dry. And this guy can come back with a wee bit of heat gunning. Maybe the teeth are a little, no, they're pretty much dry. We'll hit it a little bit just to make sure.
Ken Bahowski, hello. If I hadn't caught quite up, did the paints ever get released?
Not yet. We had that big freeze here, and we had to kind of wait until, there's no point in releasing them until we can ship them and make sure that's not going to freeze in between here and you. So they will be released in the next couple days.
What is that you're putting on?
This is a Liquitex High Gloss Varnish.
Can you lift up the tripod cam just a little bit? You've only got half of them. There you go.
So another thing that this is a pretty flexible coverage here, and this also kind of locks in your paint. It's a good sealer as well as a glosser. Okay, that's a glossy fish monster. All my favorite monsters are glossy fish monsters.
Alex says so nice.
My Fishman gloss brings the fishmen to the yard.
Okay.
That didn't make any sense. Bella.
Charismatic. That's a fantastic mask. What a great name. Oh, it also says, keep going. Observation says that gloss is really making that pop.
It does make it pop. It's popperific. It's paparazzi. So, someone was talking about, I wish latex masks moved the same way that silicone masks do. This is a very thin latex mask. This mask came out a little too thin, so I can't sell it. But I'll hold it up to my face, and I'll show you the movement you can get with it. But I got to trim it a little first. You know, and I could make this into a sock mask with a nice tight sock to hold it up to my face really well. And that would retain the movement. But normally you want to we pour up masks pretty thick so that they're durable. Latex this thin isn't that durable. Silicone can be thicker but preserve more stretch. But it does also bulk out the head. If you look at Killer Croc from the what's the movie with Will Smith? Killer Croc. Suicide Squad. So if you look at Killer Croc from that, he looked like a monster lollipop because his head was so big and he wasn't really that bulked out. I thought he looked a little ridiculous. But that's, you know, they went with this real thick silicone mask, basically. Yeah, I agree, Boris. And, you know, his head was so big, the makeup was big.
Hey, Lanny Williams. Monster Camp 7. Gregory Haynes says hello.
Hello, sir. He's a future Monster Camp attendee.
Yep. We're going to get you, Gregory Haynes.
Cut these nostrils out.
Did you guys hear Boris just now? They're laughing at Boris. I didn't know y'all could hear him.
He just did a little groan.
Yeah, he did a little stretch. Angel Perez, hello.
Hello, Angel Perez. And things like this, like something you want to be this stretchy, that's why you need a paint that's going to stretch too.
Dead and Rock, the Creepy Lover says, someday I will order some masks from you. Do you also ship worldwide?
We do. It's just going to, of course, cost you more, you know. Sadly, that's how it be.
Harvey says, I heard Boris, it was perfect grown timing.
Is my face in frame?
Your face is in frame. That is a little bitty mask for your face, for your head. But I know what you're doing. You're giving an example. Angel says, I'm Twisted Wing on Patreon, just so you can learn the different names. Thank you, Angel. And I wrote you back. Hope to hear from you about your questions on training. Babadaza says that looks like it could be worn as a second skin, like the spies in the movies pull off their faces. Totally different actors. Anyway.
Yeah, it's nice and thin. You get great movement out of it. But companies normally go for durability because a sign of quality is a real thick mask. Oh, okay. Behold, my painting area. It is barren.
Boris, my goodness. What in the world, buddy?
Ozbot might.
Okay. I don't think they can see you. I was
Yeah.
playing right here.
Yeah, but they can see me on Ozbot. Okay. Okay. Now.
Oh, I can see him. All right.
So I got this from Chad Smith at Unsub Masks. It needs a trimmy trim. But this is his dino that he did. And I really like it. And I think I can do some fun stuff with it.
Rob O'Brien, Jonesy came in earlier tonight and he made a big scene. And now he
He
has
did.
left us. He'll probably come in again. But Jonesy came in and was demanding attention, and he was behaving badly. No, he was just behaving Jones.
He was being Jones.
He just being Jones.
He was needy.
He was very needy. He was demanding. That's called flashing.
Yes, I'm trimming the flash off.
So when you guys buy a blank from us, this is something you have to do.
Kind of shows you how it was molded, where the mold line is on it. Like this, this flashing here, this is where the two halves of the mold came together. Back half of the mold, front half of the mold.
Thanks, Scott. Posted the link to Unsub Masks.
Thanks, Scott. I'm sure if Chad were here, he would thank you.
Well, Chad is here.
He's here?
Yeah, he's on.
He was on.
He's on now.
Oh. grabbing a chair so I can kind of sit down while I do this.
Do you use special scissors for cutting latex? Because those look special.
I like short scissors. Everybody, it's a preference. It depends on what people like. Some people like cuticle scissors. I don't like working that hard. That's what I love to do, cut things a 1/4 inch at a time. I'm not a fan of that. But, there's a lot of ways to do it, and none of it's wrong. It's just, what do you prefer?
Al, is there that much flashing because the two halves didn't join tighter?
There's going to be some flashing, and this flashing isn't too bad. But there's some air bubbles under the jaw behind here that are from air bubbles in the mold. But no, the two halves of the mold, it looks like the mold is pretty fine. There's about a little less than 1/8 of an inch thick line of flashing. About what I expect. I'll have to patch this where these bubbles are.
Come on.
Who's that?
Rob Jones is here.
Rob O'Brien.
Yep. Hey, buddy.
Bones Jones. What's up? Hello, boys.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Come on. Come on.
I think they could see a snoot.
Baba Daza says, is that hand behind you from last Wednesday's experiment?
It is. It's a very successful hand, I'll say. As far as a fishman hand that's kind of turning into a flipper. I'll hold it up and show it to you closer here in a bit.
What a scene. Baba Daza, the god we worship. Hi, Jones. Jonesy is here, and he is demanding attention from Boris. He's all over Boris right now. It's pretty cute. Poor Boris.
Yeah, Boris is a little afraid.
Catsmith says, thanks, I'm just asking because I don't know and I want to learn.
No problem.
Come here. Chad says, the mold isn't perfect. Usually have some cleanup to do. Had a hard time sending it out not trimmed.
It's all good, man.
Come here. Come here. Come see your Jones. Boris is not afraid of the cat. Jones is very passionate tonight, and he wants Boris to headbutt with him, and Boris is just, the cat's outranked the dogs.
Yeah, Boris is a little reserved.
Jones is in a very lovey-dovey mood tonight. He wants attention, and he wants it now.
Apparently he wants a PDA.
I'm not sure who gifted Alan with a mouse this morning in front of his chair, but it could have been Jones. It's a gift. He is. He's passionate tonight. He wants attention.
So I'll show you guys something funny. Big air bubble behind this jaw. That's pretty normal. Big air bubble behind this jaw. Air bubble by this tooth over here, right behind this tooth. Those are on the left side. Right side is perfect. That kind of tells me that Chad is probably right-handed because the left-hand side of the mold didn't get quite as much attention as the other side.
Rob O'Brien says, send Jones to me. I will love on him. Rob O'Brien, you send me some of those babies that you keep posting to help boost the signal to get them adopted. I'll take them.
No. We full. If you do that,
Love
I have
you.
to give him a buck to live on.
Cat Swift said, how many times did we try and trip Alan? Yeah, he wants you to stop walking. Stop walking and love on you.
Yeah.
Bella. Get your leg go to sleep. Andrew Zach, call that beautiful extra flashing. Man, that would look great painted up and tossed on a table.
You know, it doesn't look that good. I mean, truly. I mean, it's always has one edge is pretty much straight where I trim it off of here because I want that to be a nice clean line. So it's not as amazingly awesome of guts as you think. But buy yourself some latex, make yourself some bangs, and you'll have some flashing. Old man mode. Oh, where's my old man mode?
There you go. Took them off. Yeah. Chad says, bingo, I'm a righty. That is also my first full mask I did. Andrew Zach says, the people who paint and sell bags of their flashing, I see on the internet.
Yeah, people do that. I don't think they should. But if somebody wants to buy it, more power to them.
He is truly the drooling cat. Okay, I'm here. Oh, goodness, kitten. Oh.
Yep, this is me just trimming some flash. So I will probably cut out an area here in order to put in some screen, and then I can just paint all of that. I wish this were a fully sculpted pit with like a line here to tell me exactly where to cut out, because it's going to be real hard to cut these both even now because I don't have a back line as far as where they end. So, not impossible to get straight, but a little harder than it needed to be.
I need to see.
What's that?
Dramatic scene.
I appreciate you taking the Jonesy bullet, White.
Really? Yeah.
This is a pretty good sculpt. This is nice. Yeah, someone asked about scissors. Everybody kind of has their own favorite style of scissors. This is a new pair of scissors that I just got, but they have a curved tip on them right here. See how it's curved? So it just helped to get close, but they're a little tiny. I can barely get my fingers in them. This has a lot of nooks and crannies. Okay. I think we are ready for some dremeling. I'm gonna grab another head form, put this on it. Aren't you Osbottom's wife?
Can you?
You are here to push the buttons and talk to the comments,
Yes.
wife.
I'm holding a cat.
You're kitten videoing.
He's fun.
He is fun.
Yeah, I like him. Steve Martlew. Is there a big difference between a Pache F and a Pache H?
Yes. I don't know what that difference is. I like the Pache H. Like it's very much, I'm a Pache H guy. So I'm not even sure what the AF is formulated for. And on the Pache H, there's siphon feed and there's gravity feed. I tend to prefer gravity fed.
Kat says you've been salty tonight and that you're thinking about dishes tomorrow. Tank says hello and watched your video on getting paint to stick to PVC. Recently was talking to someone and they suggested cleaning the PVC with PVC cleaner, not primer. First, have you tried that?
Yeah. Yep. I want a primer so the paint sticks. I wasn't really trying to clean it. I'm just trying to get a primer on it so that the paint sticks to it. So that is why I use primer instead of cleaner. They're not wrong or without merit, but I didn't want to. I had cleaned it well. I cleaned all of it with 99% alcohol. And those holes over there were actually small enough. I think I'm fine with just leaving the tape on. Let's grab the Dremel.
Lindsay and Michael Kyle. Stewie and Gypsy are on my lap right now. Aw. That's good love. See, I got on Pip. I did it. Even while I'm holding a cat. Even while I'm holding.
It's so weird because your screen is so far behind.
Yeah, it's about 5-6 seconds.
Why? Go ahead to phone cam and tell them about Jonesy.
Okay. Well, Jonesy is 3 years old now. I think Jonesy's 3 years old. He is our next to the youngest cat. We have 4 cats. Jonesy loves to come into the shop, and he is a big lover, and he's a kitten that was brought to the haunted house one night by one of our buddies who plucked him out of a drainage ditch. He was about 5 weeks old, very skinny, very, very sick. And so we brought him to the haunt. And of course, and you guys have heard me tell this story before, but if you haven't, no one would get into makeup or costume or anything with a kitten in the green room area. So Alan called me. I wasn't working that night, and he asked me, he said, come get this kitten and find it a home. And I said, if I come get that kitten has a home. So I ran back to that haunt, and I picked up this tiny, sick kitten, and he was very, very, yes, Babadaza, we have 4 cats. He was very sick, and we got him good and healthy, and it was love at first sight. But it's kind of love at first sight with every animal I meet, so that's not, I don't know what that's saying much. But I love the Aliens movies, and Sigourney Weaver's cat, Jonesy. So I said if I ever got a ginger, that I was most definitely going to name Jonesy. And so he was immediately named. And when you name them, that's the end of the game. Give them a name. It's a done deal. It's a done deal anyway. But yeah. He's a sweetheart. He's a mama's cat. He is. Yeah, Babadaza, we have 4. We have Jonesy. Jenkins is the little black kitten that ran through traffic and jumped in my car. I swear to God. Tuxedo is our great big elder statesman, and then Doyle is the tabby who comes in sometimes, and he came into Monster Camp 6. Rodney Pope was there. And Doyle came in and he absolutely stopped the class because he immediately had to have love right then. Now, Alan's about to hook up a Dremel, which is probably going to scare Jones. Jones, you're going to like the sound. So he may run off. Obtenebration, apologies if this has been asked before, but how did the assorted dogs, cats, and other denizens of the Hobbs household handle the freeze? It hasn't been asked. They did all right. Everybody was taken care of. Bella got too close to the pool and slid into it and broke the ice and went completely into the frozen pool, broke the ice, went under the ice, and gave me a heart attack. And I reached in and grabbed her and got her out, and I thought we would never get warm. What you got in your eye, buddy? And but the kittens, all the cats were fine. Come here, big boy. All the cats were fine. The dogs are fine, and we took better care of them than we took care of us. So that's the story of Jones. All right. Look at you, buddy. Look at what a mess you made. Okay. Angel said, just got back on. First time ever actually seeing your face. You're so pretty. He said you're pretty.
I am pretty. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Bob Adams says, I remember Doyle from a Patreon. It's Tuxedo the Elder Statement. Yeah, Tuxedo is our big tuxedo cat. He's about 18 pounds, and he is the cat who we got him from. He was dumped. Litter of kittens was dumped like 2 days before a show opened, Haunt Night. And so he was a foster kitten, and he's still here.
Fail.
Foster fail. That's
Fail.
what we do. Go ahead. Get the phone cam back when you're ready.
Yeah, could have just put it on
I'm going to
tripod.
put you on tripod for now.
Or Ozbot.
Yeah, that was very close for Bella. She gave me a heart attack. Not even gonna kid. Not even kidding.
I was asleep.
And I was trying to make breakfast on the grill, which I did.
You go to Pip, so I can line up Pip.
Well, Pip. But yeah, just absolutely gave me a heart attack. Baby Jenkins, isn't she adorable? She's a girl now. Y'all are gonna think Jenkins is a boy, but Jenkins is a girl. And I am not cool. Alan told me the story of Leroy Jenkins from Worlds of Warcraft, which is why she's named that, because she went flying through traffic. But Alan had to show me the video, which was hilarious. That is why
Her reckless running across traffic
Jenkins,
is why she is named Jenkins.
Jenkins.
If she were a boy, she would be Leroy Jenkins.
She's a girl. Angel Perez, we have 4 rescue kitties too. 2 puppies plus 3 kids at home. My life is chaos. Happy chaos. It's still chaos. Been wondering on the floor too. I hear you, Angel. 3 dogs, 4 cats. I hear you. It's good chaos, though.
I am dremeling a scene, so the Dremel just takes it right away. Using a white felt wheel, a white felt tip.
Ezekiel!
Ezekiel, we shipped you out today, sir. Tomorrow, if it's nice, I'm going to try and go fishing.
How do you use the buffer on the Dremel for seams, and does it not gum it up on you?
No, it doesn't at all. Who asked that?
Angel Perez.
Who?
Angel Perez.
No, it doesn't gum it up. Let me, well, I'll get this a little closer, and you can kind of see what happens. Because the second part of this is wiping it down with naphtha. Like the first part is, of course, the Dremel. And can you see this line here? There's a line right there. It's pretty highlighted in all honesty. Where there's a crack in the mold, it cracks down to here and it cracks right down this brow ridge.
One meeting says hello.
Hello.
Ezekiel, we are thawed out. Thank you, buddy. It is going to be okay. Everybody's all right. Yeah, Ezekiel, this is Chad's new book. He just says that's almost instant. You're going to wipe down with naphtha to clean it up?
Yes. I will wipe it with naphtha to clean it up. I'm not going to make that completely go away.
John Regal, yes, you have been shipped. You are in the mail, sir. With a little something special to say thank you for being an evil eye friend.
Oh, now I get a little rag and some naphtha. In case you want to Ozbot me. Bella didn't know I was reaching over her when I opened that
Hear
door.
her?
It scared the hell out of her.
Hi, buddy. Hi, darling. Yep.
I'm going to grab gloves because naphtha.
Chad says it's my first full mask. I had done a few masks prior to this.
Good work.
Commandant says because naphtha. Yes.
And now I got all these boogers from the naphtha. From the Dremel, I should say.
Lindsay and Michael Kyle, yes, the puppies are all three from the same litter. They were apparently an accidental litter that friends of ours that you might have seen on here before, Mike's Haunted Woodworks. They knew that we were open to adopt after losing our dog, and Alan went to look at two and brought home all of them. So, yes, they're all three from the same litter.
Can you guys see all that fuzz? Is that showing up on camera, honey?
Yes.
All those little burrs
Can
and
you pull
stuff.
it? Can you pull back just a little bit? You're a little too close. Back a little bit so we can focus.
How's that?
Hang on, I've got a delay. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, much better.
This has naphtha on it. I'm gonna just rub away all those little fuzzies. Just kind of melts them back down. See how much cleaner that is?
Chad says, I don't know if it got asked and it was drowned out in the audio, but what speed do you Dremel latex at?
About medium speed. Whatever the middle is. That's a good speed.
Tank, you didn't miss anything. We our 16-year-old, oh no, 14-year-old Great Pyrenees passed in March of 2019.
Yes.
So we did not have a dog, and we are very much a dog and cat family. So we were looking to adopt some new dogs.
And we got these doggos in January.
Correct. January 2020. So they're only a year old. Gotta have dogs and cats. And chickens. And a peacock. Maybe a goat.
Now all of this, no goats. All of this is so much smoother than it was before, just because the flash is off, obviously. But then you go back behind that flash trimming even with the naphtha, and you won't even know that they were there. And you could spend more time on it than I do. I spend enough time to make it okay.
Thanks, Jamie. She was a wonderful dog.
Okay.
These are wonderful dogs. Hi, guys.
All right, so I know for sure that I will not get this guy done tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. I have him trimmed and ready. I can't do justice to a paint job for him in a half an hour. So I will call it tonight, and I'll paint him this weekend. You guys will see me paint him this weekend. All right? So, wife?
Guys, I don't have a peacock. Alan won't let me have a peacock.
No peacocks. They sound like screaming.
He won't let me have
Wife?
peacocks. Yes.
Say goodnight.
Good night, guys.
Are you
Thank
ready?
Jones. Jones is saying good night.
Jones says goodnight.
Jones says good night. Cheney says good
Cheney.
night.
Cheney.
Cheney, boy,
Good night,
handsome.
buddy.
You're so handsome.
Okay, Beth. No, I got naphtha on my hands.
Good night, guys. It's cocktail time.
Oh, we were headbutt.
Oh.
Okay, good. And I say goodnight. Not only do I say goodnight, but I say, go make stuff.